Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This just in from Marvel.com, we've got a brand new Spider-Man creative team. So just a few hours ago, Marvel announced the brand new creative team that we're going to have for the Amazing Spider-Man series. They're relaunching with a brand new issue number 1. In this video, I'm giving you guys the scoop on every single detail you need to know and a rundown on all of the information that we have so far. But let's get right into the meat and potatoes of the news. The creative team that's going to be writing Spider-Man starting this April is Zeb Wells writing, and the art is going to be by John Romita Jr. Zeb Wells has actually been one of the current writers of Amazing Spider-Man for a little while now. He's been part of the whole Amazing Spider-Man Beyond event that's been going on recently. He's got some funny issues of Hellions and a whole bunch of other comics that he's done over the years, so I think he's the perfect writer for Amazing Spider-Man. Will he pull it off though? Only time will tell. The artwork though, by John Romita Jr. We've got like 4 or 5 different preview pages that we see in here. It looks really good. Of course, John Romita Jr. is one of the veterans of the industry. He's pretty old now because he's had runs on Amazing Spider-Man before. He recently marked his whole relicensing with Marvel Comics, his grand return. Since then, he's done an issue of Fantastic Four, which I really liked. I thought he did a great job. I think he's still got his artistic chops running. He's going to do a great job on Amazing Spider-Man. And we did also get a little promo announcement that came out yesterday, kind of teasing this announcement that we got today that gave us all the details. It's this one page drawn by John Romita, of course, where we see Peter Parker in this crater that he's created, that someone has created. There's like all of this purple energy that's like seeping out of it, and we see Peter Parker in the middle here. He's crippled, his suit is all torn up. He's holding some sort of spider tracer or some sort of technology that was probably created by him, and he looks devastated. Then he yells, and the caption here says, "What did Peter do?" So he's done something really bad. Something went wrong with Peter's choice that he made. Something is going to happen at the end of the current Amazing Spider-Man run, or I guess at the beginning of the new one, that's going to lead into something really big for Peter Parker. Peter's on the outs with the FF. He's on the outs with the Avengers. He's even on the outs with Aunt May. So he's really done something really bad. After a terrible and mysterious incident, no one wants to see Spider-Man except for Dr. Octopus. Ock is on Spider-Man's tail, and the Master Planner has something truly terrible planned for when he gets his tentacles on Spidey. This is awesome. I'm really glad that Doc Ock is possibly going to be the main villain of this run, at least for this first arc, however many issues that's going to end up being. He's one of my favorite villains. He's been featured recently in the Amazing Spider-Man Beyond run right now. As for all of the preview artwork and the preview writing that we have so far, you can go to Marvel.com and read it for yourself if you want. I'm just going to give a little bit of a summary here of what we have teased so far. Honestly, don't want to be too much of a critic yet because this hasn't come out yet, obviously. The first issue is going to be its own story, its own full scoop once we actually get all of it, but these 4 pages weren't my favorite. I think they're really out of context. There's probably a lot that you needed to know going into this, but in these 4 preview pages that we've had revealed so far, we basically just see Peter, who's observing this interaction going on between the Rabbit, I think that's her name, one of those kind of low-level Spider-Man heroes, and this guy that she's trying to trade with. She's trying to get some money for a Goblin glider. She's saying that they're pretty rare these days, and then Spider-Man is just on top of the truck watching them. He makes some sort of one-liner. That's the Spider-Man that I've been waiting for. Since Nick Spencer's run ended, that was super gloomy, a really serious run that I didn't like that much. Amazing Spider-Man Beyond has been a little bit better, but it's mostly been focusing on Ben Reilly instead of Peter Parker, who's been in a coma recovering in the hospital. He'll probably be all the way better, as we see in these preview pages, by the time that the new series rolls around. We also get this sort of like unrelated 2-page sequence here for the other couple pages that we've gotten revealed so far, where we see Peter Parker, not Spider-Man, meeting with Tombstone, another sort of B-level Spider-Man villain that hasn't appeared in comics for a while since he was in the Miles Morales series, and Tombstone obviously doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, so he's thinking that he's like interacting with a guy that knows Spider-Man so that Peter Parker can tell Spider-Man that Tombstone is coming after him. Tombstone could also be a threat here. It looks like a lot of the members of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery are going to be coming out to hunt him down in this new Amazing Spider-Man series, possibly because of that huge mistake that they're teasing that Peter's going to end up doing by the time this series rolls around. So what are you guys' thoughts of the new Amazing Spider-Man creative team and the brand new relaunch that they're doing? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm still keeping my hopes a little bit low. I don't want to have too high of expectations going into it, but for now, this looks pretty exciting. It's a little bit disappointing that they're relaunching with an issue number 1, but a lot of times that that means that it's a good way to open up a door for new opportunities, just a fresh new take on Spider-Man without any of the stuff from the previous run bogging it down too much. We'll see how it turns out. I'll probably bring you guys more information as it comes out, but this is just a little breaking news video I wanted to put out because this is such a big announcement. I was in school when it first came out, so I'm a little bit late to the game. Hopefully some of you guys are finding this out for the first time. So if you got some good information from the video, or if you enjoyed it at all, make sure to click that subscribe button. That's that big red button which is sitting right below the video. Also, you can hit that notifications bell which is sitting right next to it. You'll be notified every single time I post a new video if you don't want to miss any. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye guys.